The United States stock market has a market capitalization of 30 trillion USD and more than 4,000 companies listed on it. It is by far the largest stock market in the world, the home to many of the biggest names in the world today. It's got many of the biggest names in the stock market, just to name a few, like Apple, Google, Amazon, Facebook, and so on. The biggest tech companies in the world are mostly listed on the Nasdaq in US. Therefore, if you want to have one of these fast-growing, revolutionary tech companies in your stock portfolio, whether you're living in or outside of the US, you have to invest in the US stock market. So in this episode, I will share with you what are the 3 US stocks I bought and how did I do it outside of the US. Hi, welcome back to Mr. Money TV, your favorite financial edutainment channel, bringing you financial education and entertainment at the same time. So, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification button to get the latest update with our videos. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram as well. If you want to find a tech stock with super growth potential that could possibly give you 1,000 times return like Amazon, the chances are you will have to look for it in the US stock market, home to most, if not all, the legendary tech companies that have shaped today's modern world, like Amazon, Google, Facebook, and so on. Therefore, in my quest to find my holy grail stock in the high growth tech sector, I've turned to the US stock market, and here are the top 3 US stocks that I bought. The first US stock that I bought is the stock of Nvidia Corporation. I believe if you own a computer, you will likely hear of this brand, especially if you are a gamer. With a stronger demand for better visual and smarter technology, graphic processing unit (GPU) has become one of the most important chips in modern electronics. With a growing market size that will reach 35.3 billion USD in 2025, Nvidia is well positioned in a high growth market. It is currently the top GPU producer in the world with more than 70% market share. Today, Nvidia GPU usage is not limited to just graphics. It is involved in accelerated computing, artificial intelligence, data centers, and self-driving cars. In the area of graphics, other than being used by game developers and gamers, their chips are also widely used by the film industry. Therefore, their customer consists of companies such as Pixar, Sony, Adobe, Microsoft, Ubisoft, and Activision. And in the area of accelerated computing, their GPU is widely used for scientific computing purposes to power supercomputers. In fact, out of the top 500 fastest supercomputers in the world, Nvidia powers 136 of them. With the pursuit of smarter technology, artificial intelligence is one of the booming industries today. Nvidia GPU is one of the preferred GPU for deep learning purposes, whether in data, robotics, or even autonomous driving. Currently, Nvidia's GPU is used in the data centers of many big tech companies such as Amazon and Google. They are also in partnership with Toyota, the second largest automotive maker, to develop self-driving vehicles. The advancement of Nvidia's product is also reflected in their financials. Their revenue grew from 5 billion in 2016 to 10.1 billion in 2020, and their net income grew from 614 million in 2016 to 2.8 billion in 2020. That is more than 450% growth in net income over a short span of 5 years. With this, I think Nvidia has a good growth prospect in the industry, supported by good financials to reflect that. So yes, I bought their stocks. The second US stock that I bought is none other than the company who owns the biggest search engine in the world, Alphabet Incorporated, which used to be called Google. The founders, Larry and Sergey, wrote in the original founders' letter, "Google is not a conventional company. We do not intend to become one." That unconventional spirit has been a driving force throughout Google's history, inspiring them to do things like tackling deep computer science problems, such as their investment in artificial intelligence (AI) and quantum computing. Today, Alphabet is a collection of businesses, the largest of which is Google. Other business includes in investing and developing early-stage technologies, such as in the past they acquired YouTube, Android, and launched Google Chrome. They are also very involved in the field of data management and artificial intelligence. This allows them to make their technology smarter for their user. The core business of Alphabet is in advertising, which is performance advertising, where they get paid when users click or engage with the advertiser's brand. And the next is brand advertising, where Google helped to enhance users' awareness of the advertiser's brand. Google is now arguably the largest advertising delivery platform in the world. But that's not all that Google is doing. Google is deeply involved in developing artificial intelligence technology, which are playing a bigger and bigger role in our daily lives today, whether in the field of business, medical, education, or just day-to-day living. People are desiring smarter technology that can make our lives more convenient. Since a big part of artificial intelligence is about organizing data to make it useful, therefore, Google is well positioned in this area. Alphabet's revenue grew from 90 billion in 2016 to 161 billion in 2020 in the span of 5 years. Their net income grew from 19.4 billion in 2016 to 34.3 billion in 2020. That's a growth of 76% in the span of 5 years. Finally, the third company I bought was Tesla, the electric vehicle manufacturer and clean energy company. Led by their famous visionary leader Elon Musk, their electric vehicle Tesla is the best-selling electric vehicle in the world today. Since the launch of their Model S, the car has taken over the market in a storm, as it was not just about being environmental, but it was also a beast in performance. Imagine going from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in less than 4 seconds. That's faster than a Porsche. Since then, Tesla has gained a huge following of fans who believe in the vision of their company to create a sustainable energy ecosystem, not just with electric cars, but a whole set of energy solutions. Today, Tesla built not only electric vehicle, but also infinitely scalable clean energy generation and storage products. Today, we can be certain that electric cars and self-driving cars will be the future of vehicles. It's not just Tesla who's focusing on this, but many other big automakers are also focusing on this area as well. The market for electric vehicles is huge in the future, and we know that Tesla is the leading company in this area by leaps and bounds. They have the best technology in electric vehicle and the best in autonomous driving so far. However, up to the Q2 of 2019, the company was losing money. It was not turning profit for a long period of time. So previously, as much as I would love to believe in their vision of future, but I was rather conservative and I didn't invest in their stock. But until recently, the company started turning in profit. They have reported 3 quarters of consecutive profits since the Q3 of 2019. So that changed my opinion of its business, as now we can see Tesla is able to turn in profit. Not just talks, but by proving in numbers for 3 consecutive quarters. With that, recently I made a decision to invest my money in Tesla stocks, making it the latest addition into my US stock portfolio. So these are the 3 US stocks that I've invested in. Well, if you are like me, not living in the US, and you may be wondering how you can invest in the US stock market, you must be thinking that the transaction fee to invest in US stocks must really be expensive, especially when you are outside of US. Well, traditionally you are right. Fees was a huge concern for me for a long time, and that is why I never invested in any US stock for a very long period of time. Imagine paying a minimal fee of 200 to 300 ringgit just to invest in the US stock. It's insane in my opinion, but thanks to the advancement of internet and technology, today you can invest in US stocks through online brokerage, which can save you a huge amount in transaction fee. It can go as low as 0% commission. However, do bear in mind that many of the online brokerage may not be regulated in your local country, because many of them manage to reach you simply through the power of internet connectivity connectivity. So make sure that the online brokerage that you are using is governed and regulated by a reputable country, if not yours. And these reputable countries can be UK, the Financial Conduct Authority, FCA, the US, the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, FINRA, Australia, Australian Security and Investment Commission, ASIC, Singapore, Monetary Authority Singapore, MAS. So, if you ever decide to go with an online broker that is not regulated in your home country, make sure it is at least regulated and governed by one of these 4 governing bodies to ensure that your money is safe. Nonetheless, before you make a decision to pick your brokerage firm, do speak to a financial advisor and also think through the pros and cons of your decision. Finally, for myself, I use a local brokerage firm to buy stocks in my home country. But when it comes to US stock, I'm currently using Etoro, mainly because of its 0% commission and also the low withdrawal fee as low as 5 USD, which is actually the lowest fee among all the brokers that I've found so far. Maybe you've got one cheaper. If yes, please do share it with us. And also, they are regulated by ASIC, FINRA and FCA. Well, anyway, if you decided to try out Etoro, well, we have attached a link to a demo account for Etoro in the description below. So if you are interested to try out, do click on the link and open an account. You will be given some virtual money and a demo account to test out your investing skill and get used to the platform and see if you like it. So that's all about it for today. Thank you very much and I'll see you next time.